Hey guys, just want to do the ship upgrades today and explain what the ship does. So at the bottom of the screen you see the button that says ship. You click on that, it gives you about 12 things here that you can upgrade. Starting with the first and probably the most important. Basically you can get 90 out of 90 and get 112 prime. Every time you get one it increases by 1.25. So when you start a map, you'll have extra prime in the beginning, which helps stage your map. One you probably want to go after in the very beginning. The only other one that may be more important, at least in the beginning, is get those hit points. You'll see it's on the same levels. Basically, you can only research one of these at a time on the level. Make sure you get one of these and then focus on the prime. The second one is stolen prime. Basically, when you do raids, you'll notice that the prime is dropped whenever an enemy falls and returns back to the base. This one just speeds it up to get it back home a little quicker. Probably good on the one that summons the mage to get that back a little bit quicker. But there's two other maps that don't use it, so I'd say it's not quite as important as these first two. The meditation, the magic overall on your spells, basically it just reduces the cooldown so you can get those spells a little quicker. Not so good in the beginning because you only have so many casts of that spell to begin with, so you probably want to make sure you have them for the boss. But near the end you'll definitely see that you'll want to get that up a little bit. But I would say definitely focus on number 1 and number 4. Once again, this one, it gives you 1 hit point back every minute, as it says, up to 20. Now, keep in mind, if you have 19, an enemy got through, and you have one of these, after about a minute, you'll hit 20. That means you'll advance to the next hard round if you want to. But basically, 3 of those enemies go through at the beginning, and I currently have 3. Basically, I have 3 minutes to get that back to 20. So it definitely helps to try to get that to 2 or 3 as soon as you can. But definitely focus on this one. It helps so much, especially with different heroes that can amplify that as well. The navigation screen, these are your mines. Basically, every mine you have, you get 2 more for every level. Mines increased by 172. Get those up if you want to concentrate on the mines, and in the beginning it definitely helps because it can more than double in the beginning almost. Your raid siege hunting points, decrease those. Basically, every time you beat one of those, it has a countdown. I believe it's 24 hours, but this will speed it up for you, of course. You'll definitely want to get this one up if you're making runs later on the task on the left-hand side, a little calendar. You'll notice you can get that going. Basically, the quicker you have that cooldown, the more places you have ready, and this one also goes hand in hand with that. You get more options. Basically, this one I get 8 extra options. If you notice on the map, there's a new one here, 92 at the top. Look at the bottom, there's another 92. They just pop up much more frequently if you have those upgrades. The last one on this same one, and once again, you can only have 1 researching at a time, so do focus on what you want the most. Usually the ones at the end are more resource intensive, and they take longer as well. Obviously, the higher the upgrade, the longer it's going to take. So keep that in mind. The ones in the beginning, you can get those up a little bit before maybe you go for later ones. But this one in the back, basically you get extra quests, task. So if you look at the bottom where it says quest, you'll notice there's task. And each day this resets. And there's 3 different rankings. Basically, for this example, kill 150 creeps using Skyburner. I believe it starts at 50, goes to 100, and the 3rd star is at 150. And you get different resources on each one of those. And you'll notice at the bottom there's hero training. You'll start seeing those happen more and more as you increase that ship upgrade. So it gets you more resources a little quicker. It seems like at the current time it's helmets, if you're looking for helmets. And those are to upgrade some of your heroes. The last row is the crew. Just going to point out these last two. Currently they have no use. They did previously, and maybe they will again in the future. But as of this time, definitely helps speed up the maximization, as there's only two. The first one definitely helps a ton, and it doesn't take too many resources in the beginning. I would say try to get the crew up as you get more members. Currently the max is 28. I have, I believe, 26 of 28 currently. A lot of these have no use once you hit 90, such as the unknown guy, known area. But as you get rankings, and if you advance to the end game, you'll notice you get things you can put in your slot for the chat, and different heroes. That's pretty much all that one does. The first one is, once again, what it says, 90%. Basically, as you fuse cards together for any card, basically you just get 98% more experience. This definitely helps in the beginning. You'll want to get your cards fused up a little bit quicker, and it doesn't cost too much. Once again, everything in the beginning, you probably want to focus on these first three. Maybe get that one up to 1. Having one of those just helps a ton, especially in the beginning as you are low on prime, because it gives you that freebie till you can at least get some towers. You can let one go. You don't have to worry. You don't get all upset that one got through. You can keep going. But definitely build those up, and just keep in mind that it just takes longer.